Keep.
We are live 2025 and we are live. Another Herbal Tea Thursday, the first one for 2025. Ooh, I am not rocking my cup. I'm rocking my daughter's artwork. Cheers, ching, 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 ching. And I have honey ginger.
Spearmint, you already know though.
I do. Happy New Year.
Y'all. She Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Giovanni, host of the Empowered Plates Empowered Lives podcast. It's 2025, Shireen.
Listen, the founder of Perspective Studio Productions, Voices and Vibes podcast. Don't mind it's down right now. But Giovanni, before
you know what's up? ForVibrations.com is up. That's what is up. Yeah. Y'all go get y'all vibe with me, y'all. Yeah. Or your mug, your Empowered Plates or Empowered Lives podcast mug.
I love it.
Toast and cheers to the camera when we get our
with us every Thursday.
With us.
And even though Black Prince now, I'm still representing too.
There you go. Hey, come on with it.
Right? And as you know, Black Prince supports Black businesses. So today I'm just gonna get settled because it's been like, I think, preparing for this 8 o'clock call for the last 30 minutes. So I'm gonna light this koi candle, Tranquility. You probably can't see it because my light is just crazy today.
Tranquility.
Right? And this is from a vendor out in the NYC because you know I love my New York. New York. Yeah, girl, we lighting it. We gotta get
that.
Some tranquility in the space.
Please.
As we get started with another Herbal Tea Thursday. All right, girlie. So, first one in the books, and I do not have the cards because I am home sweet home, but we always have a message.
We do.
We always have a message. So I have it queued up. So shuffle. January, you want January 2nd or you want January 1st?
It's the 2nd. Let's be present.
You got it, because I actually have the 2nd open. The challenges I experience are shaping me into the person I aspire to be. More of who I am at the core is coming to the surface. And I feel it.
I feel all of that and receive it. Come on, you dropping that in the chat?
I am. So let's go. Giovanni.
Shireen.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling really good.
I like it.
Feeling really good. I've had a very productive day. Very good vibes, good clarity. The confidence is really coming up, being more decisive. It's just been a good vibe.
I like it. And
your energy has been up all day.
I mean, we've only been speaking for the last.
And it has not dipped at all.
Since we got off the call, I was like, ooh, I'm tired. What would you say, JoJo, is your first wellness win in week 1? I know we're not done week 1.
First wellness win.
Mm-hmm.
My wellness win. Me and Spencer have done back-to-back days getting in our 4 miles. So we ended the year with 360 miles that was captured in our Nike Run Club app. And so that does not take in account, like the steps and the extra things that we did. But like when we actually went out for a walk, those miles were captured, and we got 360 miles for the total for 2024. And so it felt good to start back-to-back days of getting in over 4 miles and getting Spencer a little bit more trained on the leash and having a little bit more of a controlled, structured walk. So I think that has been a great wellness win, as well as coming back and stretching after those walks. That's the that I'm adding to it to level up that healthy habit of walking. Is getting in a good stretch after the walks, and I've done back-to-back days getting in those walks. What up, Monica?
Hi, Monica. Happy New Year.
So that is my wellness win. And then I've had a great call, good start with how I'm showing up in the space for my wellness business. And so that has been good too. So my personal well-being as well as my business has really been a great start for the first 2 days. What about you, Shireen?
Okay. I'm gonna ride that wave.
Okay.
I have been I got a cough. Home. I think this is my third day straight. I actually got dressed thinking, okay, I'm going to the studio today to do some work. But I have been home resting, trying to get all the rest that I possibly can get. And it's not easy for me to rest, but I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. Sleeping in, working late, but still sleeping in to get those hours in. So that's been my wellness win, is really, really trying to get the rest. And also on New Year's, just kind of like putting a bit of boundaries around my time when it comes to responding to clients during this time frame, so I can kind of take care of myself, right? um, and recognizing that I'm going to need to do that more, right? Because I love talking to my clients, but I'm so accessible at times. It probably doesn't work in my benefit when I actually need downtime, right? So that's that. And they understand, they're businesswomen, so it's cool. And then on a business standpoint, been getting it in, putting in the hours.
Let's go.
Getting my systems going. I have a goal of getting these systems up so I can like scale this year. And so that is very, very key. It's taking time, it's tedious, it's annoying. But I'm really putting in the work, studying on YouTube University, trying to understand the things that I don't understand and just connecting things so I can be seamless. And it looks like Monica is good for the new year. I hope you had a great, great dinner. She hosted dinner yesterday with the fam, where all my bros were. I'm not in the same. We're not in the same province. So it's kind of like
Province or Providence.
Province.
Okay.
No D. No D.
Got it. Province.
Yeah. So she hosted New Year's yesterday. So I hope it was wonderful with that curry crab and all that seafood that she hooked up.
Oh, that's right, Monica. That
right. But yeah, girl.
Good fellowship vibes. Y'all, please make sure you check the show notes and make sure that you tap in with both me and Shireen. Subscribe to both of our channels. In the event that you're watching on Facebook, make sure you tap the link for our YouTube. We're really growing our channels, and we would love to get your support on what we're doing on our YouTube. And then make sure, if you like, you can follow. You're probably already following our Facebook. That's how you got us anyway. But we really would love for you to make sure you subscribe to our channels and hit that notification bell for both of us. So thank y'all for coming to subscribe and vibe with us in 2025.
So 2025, girl. The clock strikes. And have you posted anything that says Happy New Year to your audience bases yet?
No. I did some like how-tos in 2025 in regards to healthy habits, but no.
Since the first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did some how-tos today and yesterday.
So you did. So you did
but
something.
Not any. Yeah, like it was relevant to what the like content that I would have normally done. It wasn't like no specific.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
It's, and I understand. I don't know if I'm like behind time because I'm trying to really catch up on rest. Because earlier this week, I almost felt a bit of anxiety because it's like, I'm not ready to be out here yet. And it's a lot of, so the today's topic is ready, set, go. Hold up a bit. Hold up. Ready,
Wait
set,
one
go.
minute.
Please, give us a minute. Ready, set, go. Go. It's a new year. Go. Get your shit out. Get your content out. Get your business out. Go, go, go. And I'm like, not realistic in my world right now. And I don't want the pressure because I don't even feel like I rested properly. So I was coming off of being sick for like 3 weeks, and you can still hear me. I'm still coughing. I'm still clearing my throat. I'm still on antibiotics. Excuse me. But I am still reflecting and realizing that not enough downtime throughout the year has had me beyond burnt out. So ready, set, go on January the 1st. Ready, set, go on January the 2nd. Ready, set, go on January the 3rd. Okay. No. Give me a minute to center myself, get a little tranquility going. I feel good. I feel ready because I am doing the behind the scenes work. Tomorrow I have like a full day of clients, which I'm excited for. Some of them are new clients. Some of them, right? Some of them are new clients. They're actually both new clients. Planning meeting first thing in the morning. Last minute content creation day for somebody else. So it's all good stuff. But for me, when it comes to my portion of the business, it's still like, okay, am I ready? I don't need to be running because everybody else is already in the race or out there. I have not done my wrap up because I was busy. Right. And so today my intention was to get in front of the camera in the studio and be like, all right, the year started, but I'm still working on my wrap up. So let's talk about 2024.
But is it even is it like important to have a wrap up? Like, is it a must to do a 2024 wrap up? Is it a must to?
I think I am from a different cloth altogether. So in the sense of I will do whatever I want to do.
Oh, okay, good. So in that aspect, that like you'll be ready when you're ready, and today's readiness looks like this. This is what I did today. In regards to where we are with the business, I like that because I have seen a lot of people like take off. I do know it's really important to start strong and really let people know who you are because so many other people are out there making it known who they are, who they help, who they serve, and so I get all of that, but making sure you're doing that with intention and whatever you do, is good enough, because the right people are going to find you when they need to find you. And so I think it's great that we're having this conversation that you don't have to have the whole year planned out, all the content scheduled, all the calls ready, the whole calendar booked up for January. Like, all of that doesn't necessarily have to be done, but the fact that you're making decisions, and that's a big thing for me, making decisions, intentional, proper reflection, so you know what strategy and actions that you're going to take. A big thing for us, with a community that I'm in, it's focus on the work, because if you focus on the work, the goals they'll get accomplished, they'll get achieved, they'll get addressed. And so it's really about just doing the work. And you need to know, what does that look like for you? And so spending that reflection time, I did that over the weekend, and it was very, very much so a deep dive, but it felt so good. Like, it felt great to take that deep dive and just lock in for hours, just because it felt good getting clear. And the more clear I get, the more confidence I have in being able to just focus on the work, because I know what work needs to be done. And so I don't know who needs to hear that. But even if the clock has already struck 12 and we're now in the calendar year of 2025, it's still just a Thursday. And so
it's still day 2.
On this first Thursday of 2025, where you are is where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Own it, respect it, lean into it, but just keep thinking about what it is that you need to get done in regards to the work so that your goals are going to be addressed through what you're doing.
So you said a word that I reminded me of something that I tend to do every year, and I
Mhm.
still did it. And so for those that are listening, please join this part of the conversation as well as like all parts of the conversation. For my kids and I, we tend to set words that represent the year that we are projecting to have, and or words that will kind of define or remind us of what we should be doing, right? And so last year 2 days ago, 2024, my word was grace, and
Mhm.
I've said it numerous times throughout the year. Oh, I'm giving myself grace in our accountability chat. Give yourself grace. It's been repeated to me, all of the things, right? So I'm so sorry. I have set 3 words for this year because, like I said, I'm cut differently. So I'm not going with just one. We're going all the way extra in 2025, unapologetically, and we're going with 3. And so for me, and if you don't have a word right now, I
Oh,
am going to ask you to think about what your word or words, plural, may be for 2025. So for me, my words are um, prosperity. And
mm,
everything I do will be prosperous. Prosperous. Um, intentional, because this year I am going to be very intentional about my strategy. And I have done reflection, and I have done planning, and I have a planning meeting tomorrow morning. I've actually been doing a lot of planning over the course of the past month or so, but just pulling everything together and prioritizing. Um, and then discipline.
mm,
And so I thought of the word consistent, and I think that it brought me a little bit of stress.
mhm.
Um, Not because I don't want to be consistent, not because I don't need to be consistent and all that. But if I have the discipline, consistency will come,
It will.
right? And so, and they kind of work somewhat interchangeably with each other. My son actually said the word discipline, and I thought, oh, wow, that's a great word. I don't think he needs it because I think he's extremely disciplined. But that is his. My daughter copied me because that's my mini me. But I think she went with like abundance and intentional, and I can't remember her third. It was another word for discipline. But I chose those 3, and I think that those will be the 3 that will really carry me through in what I do, right? So I got invited to go to an event on Saturday, and I was like, well, hold up, what? On day 4, do I need to spend this money to go there and do what and why? And already, so I told the person no. I had a definitive no, because first I was like, I don't think, and I was like, no, Shreen, you know you're not going. I'm not going. And then I had some time to think. I went to my bed. I woke up, and it really started to hit that the event is on the other side of the city, and
Mhm.
I actually need to expose myself to that market. And so even though they have a certain set of activities, me being in that space and sharing things that is to come on that side of the city lets people know, hey, let me hook up with her, right? So there's intention there. It also, um, my audience base has been businesswomen, right? It's there's other people there as well, but the majority is businesswomen, and it's really making me think. I do a lot of side coaching, and maybe it's time for me to put together like a community of coaching for my efforts and my ideas and stuff like that. And so being in that space also puts me in a space of businesswomen with expendable cash,
Mhm.
right? So there's a lot of intention. So it's more like instead of me looking at a first glance of like, what this event is, it's like, does this align with some of the goals that I have coming up and throughout the year? And we were just having a conversation about like how to spin it. Remember the conversation we just had? Um, how to spin something, even though we might be already doing something, how to really change the approach for when you
Right.
enter that space. And so I needed to step back and actually think about that. And then I turned back around and said to the person that invited me, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Right. And then also brought another person with me too. Right. So intentionality, discipline to even think about my goals with every decision, and prosperous, because every decision
Mhm.
will be prosperous. Yeah. And so I just want to click on shoot
Hey.
here. And they gave their word open. And I like it because when you're open, you're definitely open to new ideas and new opportunities,
Mm,
new mindsets, right? Yeah, I have
yes.
something else, but I'm going to give you a chance to
Yeah.
share.
You have
Yo,
more words?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Just something
I was about to
altogether.
say, oof, you got a lot of words.
No, I'm good.
You
I'm good.
almost have one for each quarter. I'm gonna say, like, just thinking about it. I've had words before, in other years. What resonated was effort. That was a big one for me. Confidence was another one that came about, and then mindful.
Mhm.
Um, and so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna choose all three or if I'm gonna choose one of those three, but
Mhm.
those are the three that I'm considering that I feel like would be at the forefront for me in 2025.
So effort, confidence, and mindful.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely put in the effort, girl, already. You work. Well, I think our last call, we talked about you're always studying, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking away from your word. Like if you know you
Oh
want to
yeah.
put more effort, put in the effort, right? If that's something that you want to hold yourself accountable to,
Mm-hmm.
and you are also mindful.
I try.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
and we
try.
all looking to build our confidence. So on that one, right?
Two snaps.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, what you was about to say? Anybody else? Don't forget, y'all. I didn't see wellness wins. Thank you, all shoot, for dropping your word for 2025. But do not forget your wellness win for this
Hmm.
week. Even though the year just started yesterday, we still want to see your wellness win. You deserve to be celebrated, but also you deserve to acknowledge how you're winning in this thing called life when it comes to your well-being. So your wellness win, and then your word for 2025. What you got, Shereen?
Somebody called me, and I don't believe in coincidences, but I was doing something for a client today, and somebody called me actually to ask me to do something, but I'm gonna big her up on Monday. She just called me, and we end up having like an hour and a half conversation, and she has modeled for me with black print, and she just like sat on this shoulder and poured into this ear, and I sat on her shoulder and poured into her ear. But it was an unexpected phone call, and while the joke about it is I'm like using my Canva template or whatever, and I'm doing some stuff for a client, and I scroll down, and one of the pictures of the photo shoots that I took of this model is there. And shortly after I looked at it, like, oh, okay. And I just kept working. She called. I saw her send a message, but like a voice note, but I'm like, okay, she's just saying Happy New Year, and I need to stay focused on what I'm doing. So I didn't even listen. I still haven't listened to it. But then she called, and and it just so happened that when she called, I was just ending the client's work. So it was perfect timing. But she really, really poured into something where I might think I have an insecurity, and not
Mm.
knowing either. And even what she called for was to request for me to basically do a photo shoot of her. And I was like, me? And she's like, you've done some of the best shots I've ever had. And the just the conversation was like, this is a really great confidence boost for the beginning of the year. And like, go out there and do anything that you want to do, right? Because like I just felt so it so relates, everything we've done is pertaining to black print. Black print is currently down. It's on my list of things to do. It has a position within the different quarters. Um, and her calling was like almost like getting that confirmation. Okay, make sure you start the steps to plan it out to do the things you want to do. And what she was looking for, I wasn't able to help her with what she's looking for. But what she got out of it was confirmation on certain things that she's doing unexpectedly. So like it's
I
just
think those make the best things though, Shireen, when
yeah.
it's unexpected and getting confirmation unexpectedly. And I think
Mhm.
we don't get it enough. And not enough people engage or shout you out or acknowledge those
Yep.
things regularly. You'll get the bad and you'll get silence or nothing at all. But to be able to get that type of engagement, support, visibility,
Mhm.
it does do something to your confidence, and it does give you this sense of I don't want to say gratification, but just to let you know that you're doing something of value. And I think we talked about that before, like even like with putting content out and not really seeing any engagement, but somebody sending you a text and saying, oh, I done lost, 15 pounds because I'm on this lifestyle. Thanks for introducing me to it, or oh, yeah, I've been juicing, when you just checking to see how you and the kids doing. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I've been juicing. It's been feeling good thanks to you. It's like you never posted anything under any juice content,
When you
video,
engage.
short, reel. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and I'm glad I'm doing something. Let me keep doing it then.
Mhm.
And I think because we don't do it for the engagement, we do it to be of value, to document our journey, to help somebody
Yep.
because it's helping us, or to show where we are, and to be able to get that feedback or insight. Not only does it build our confidence, but it validates that what we're doing is valuable,
Yep.
and we're not just here to be influencers or people to just be like, I think y'all want to know what my life is out, so I'm out here on the camera whenever I'm on the camera. Like that's totally not what it is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because you used to love, and I'm not saying you don't, but you really enjoy doing photography and having photography shoots and photo shoots and stuff like that. And so you enjoyed that. And so I'm glad that she saw that. I'm glad you were able to see that picture out there and for her to say, hey, I want another shoot. Because you just talked about turning in the other photo shoot room into another podcast studio, because so many people want to come in, do content, even
Yep.
though you have a special place for photography. It doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily mean it has to be inside of your studio, but.
Yeah. Well, they'll still be in that room, the set on the opposite wall, all that jazz, but like it will truly have another whole look. But I think it's great. So, how you feeling? Like ready, set, go? Are you running? Are you like, like, or are you like, hold up, hold up, hold up? Like, how you feeling?
So I'm definitely not like hold up, but I
Mm,
sure am not running. I think I'm in between a steady
mm,
flow of I am being more intentional about
yeah.
what I'm doing and clear on who I'm talking to, what my message is, and how it relates to the things that I am posting or putting out there. Um, I'm definitely not running just quite yet, because I'm still just a little behind. And I won't even say behind, because I already claim I am where I am as of
Mm,
today. So I still have at least 2 more tabs on my spreadsheet that I'm working on with getting organized and maintaining, establishing a routine for myself.
okay.
I felt like all before it was just doing whatever I was doing when I found the time to do it, or when I say I'm gonna sit down and get it done. So it's
Mhm,
a lot more of a freestyle approach. I
mhm,
really want to be more structured with my life, with work, with business, with taking care of myself. And so I really want that structure, and I'm not quite there. So I'm not running because I don't have that structure, and I want to be intentional about the things that I do when I do them.
Yeah.
So there's still a little bit more work to get done in regards to that. But I'm definitely not like, hold on, somebody hit pause. I'm nowhere near ready. Like, nah, it's one day at a time. I'm
Yeah.
keeping that steady momentum. And not overexerting myself, but making sure I'm at least hitting the marks that I know I would like to make, and that steadiness gives me the momentum to keep putting in that effort and doing the work.
I like that. I think that I like the positioning of your response because on the back end, I'm literally setting up the things that will make me be able to run. Um, and I don't necessarily feel pressured, but I don't want to. I can do some things quick and easy and get it out the way, but I want to do them properly and foundationally. And though, even though I would have loved them to already be set up, some of them really take time to understand, or certain things are done and it takes like a couple of days to be activated. So it's really like laying the foundation. So when you start to talk, I was thinking, okay, are you running? Are you saying hold up? Or are you like putting down the bricks? Are you pouring the cement and putting down the bricks? Right? Because that is what's going to really make a difference in like weeks to come. Right? And I think I'm more on that side on the back end. Well, not I think. I know I am more there on the back end and on the front end as of like, hey, what up, everybody? That is on hold on because I'm still catching up on my rest. So, you know, yeah. I think there's two sides for the things I need to accomplish, like do, I guess, from a business standpoint.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all let us know. Let us know, where are you? Are you running already? Are you like, hold up, hit pause? Or are you really just still figuring some things out and you're steadily just taking it one day at a time as you
Laying those bricks.
continue to clear up the strategy, the structure of being organized to set yourself up for a very good, prosperous year for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
so
and
let us know.
even if years sound, sorry to cut you, even if
No,
years
you.
sounds overwhelming, like plan for the first 2 quarters if you can. For the
Mm-hmm.
first quarter, but the first 2 quarters helps. Um, I know things that I want to be able to do in Q3, and because I know of things that I want to be able to do in Q3, I'm going to start pushing them in Q1. I'm going to start pushing them in Q2, so they're lined up. And it's not even things for me; it's things for my clients.
Mm.
So because I know what kind of content I want my clients to be saying that they're doing, and they might not be fully thinking about everything, but like, let's get those strategy calls in maintenant right now. And so that way, if you say you want to launch something and it's in Q3, because I'm gonna launch in Q3, I don't have to focus right now. Cool. Guess what? We gotta do the work in Q2. Or based the way on my bandwidth is set up and all these thousands of clients are set up that I'm getting, we're gonna pitch you in here and here and here so that you're set up at the end of Q2, right?
Right. And I like that the
Mhm.
what we were working on, it allows you to see what those goals look like for the year so you can identify what needs to be happening as it leads. I think that's a big thing for me. I want to make sure, one of those goals was to be outside more. So uh having a event for March, April, July, and September for those
Mm.
health related chronic condition awareness months, like just putting it in and working with my team to trying to figure out what I need to do. Some of that stuff starts in January. Then it's reaching out and confirming things in February before the event happens in March. And then, even the stuff that's happening in April. So really identifying the goals and then figuring out what those activities look like that needs to get you there and giving yourself time to make that happen, pivot, respond. I think it's ideal. And I think that's what helps you create the balance, but it also gives you the intention to be able to focus on the things that need to get done. And so I like that I'm taking my time with this, but I'm prioritizing that this needs to get done. and I would love to have it done before the first full week of 2025. So I have my routine and it is ready to go by the time I'm back into, working my job and my business, instead of right now where I'm, all in on my business and finding the time to just kind of rest.
Yeah, and I think starting next week is good because the new year started in the middle of the week. Like we're on Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock. Well, Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even feel like Thursday. So I think that next week is the perfect time to, like this week is the perfect time to really get those routines down pack. Um, Even if it's just a routine for this month, even if it's just how you're going to challenge yourself this month. I've actually decided that this month I'm not going to go into the gym. I'm just going to walk because the gym is going to be packed with everyone who's hitting their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to see the gym next month, but this month I just need to get outside and get walking, right? Um, yeah, and that's it. I like I'll shoot put in there. I'm being strategic, getting ready for the marathon.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because if we even think about the year is a whole freaking marathon.
It is.
It's a
It
marathon,
is.
and you got to put in. A marathon requires that preparation, your mental preparation,
Additional
physical
that,
preparation,
that
how you
endurance,
pace yourself, how you build
stamina,
your right, how you build
how
yourself,
you nourish your body to even get there,
how
staying
you
hydrated
how
on
you
it.
pace hydrating yourself, right?
Yeah, that part.
Right?
Mhm.
How you run on the spot and not pee yourself. So there's a work,
That too. That
right?
too. And you can take that in regards to how you, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely work to be done. Uh right, love a girl. There is definitely work to be done. Like that came in as I went to hit this one. There's definitely work to be done in order to be successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, definitely, and a marathon. I love that you use the word. I love that you're preparing for a marathon, but even just looking at the year as a marathon is such a great mental way to kind of think of things.
It is.
And
All shoot
you
did that.
pace yourself. Yeah, Ashu
Mhm.
coming in with the
And
lessons.
when you said pace yourself, that's those quarters. How you looking
Yep,
at every quarter as you build up for it. Yeah.
that's
I
that
love it.
walk, right?
Mhm.
That's all the little things that will lead up to run. So
Right.
you don't need to be out the gate running. You can do that little jog. You can do a little walk. You can be
Mhm.
like, how many kilometers can I get in?
First,
Right?
to start with your mindset, the fact that you're even going to get ready to think you can participate in a
Yep.
marathon. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm. I
like it.
like that.
I like it a lot. Let's
Yeah,
let's
me
leave on
too.
that. Ready,
Yeah,
set, go. Hold up. Let's prepare for the
for the
marathon.
marathon. Mhm.
Let's leave
Yeah,
it at that. I like that.
yeah, I really like that.
Hmm.
That's great.
Yeah.
Short and sweet. Sometimes you don't need this long, extended thing. It's
You
just like,
don't. When the message is there and it's valuable, go with
yeah,
it.
get your
So
mindset
y'all,
in place. Mm-hmm.
thank
Go ahead, hon.
y'all for being such a great, vibrant community with our Wellness Live series and our Herbal Tea Thursdays. No matter what time of the day on a Thursday, y'all are always here and ready to vibe with us. And we are so grateful for you and grateful for your support in all that we do. So I just want to say thank y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. I appreciate y'all. It was a whole full year
We.
last year. Hmm? We are grateful for y'all. It was a whole full year last year. And so we've been doing this thing and we appreciate y'all for your support. And we hope that your wellness and your well being is of value and that you're seeing ways that you would like to improve through our conversation and
Mm-hmm.
experiences that we share here. So we appreciate y'all for
Yeah.
vibing with us.
Ashu, you are 1000%. This is what's going to get you, all of us, throughout the
Mhm.
year.
That
That,
mindset first.
that mindset. It's a wonderful
Mhm.
thing.
It is
And
because once you have that good mindset, you realize that everything is figure outable.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
reading that book, and it's been
Mm.
really good thus far.
What's the book?
Everything is figure outable, I think.
Oh, okay.
Everything is figure outable or something. I don't know, but I've
Okay.
started that too as a part of I think it was a 30 by 30 transformation that someone's doing for consistency.
Yeah.
That is like one of the first books that I started with, just began to lead into that confidence. Because, as a entrepreneur, a business owner, a visionary person, you really have to just kind of figure certain things out. And it's not knowing all the steps, but knowing that first step and just
Mhm.
believing and knowing that everything can get figured out in due
Mhm.
time. So,
I love that. I love that. I'm actually going to be moving my desk from downstairs to upstairs, making some changes and just putting the books front and center so
mm,
I can see them and just tap into them. I'm gonna listen to a lot of podcasts or just even some YouTube videos that are also on podcasts, and just taking in that content, that mindset. So I love it. I have our. I'm ready when you are.
okay, with the card, that sounds good. I'm down with the books. I typically uh, am not listening to things. I used to listen to stuff when I walk. I did do a little bit of listening to the book when I walked yesterday, but I'm enjoying it. I typically already listen to podcasts or episodes and stuff like on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I know that consuming too much of it will have me not be as decisive. And
Mhm.
so, and always thinking about needing to pivot. So I know I will be moving more into books,
Mhm.
just for my own personal and professional development,
Mhm.
and kind of decreasing how much of the things that I'm listening to on
Mhm.
other things, like when it comes
Yeah.
to like business and
It's like
brand
the type of
and
content that
strategy.
you're listening to.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
will be a shift. So then that way
Yeah.
I lean more into my words and get
Yeah.
that set. But go ahead. Check us out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, bam, bam. Just throw that in the chat. My life. Oh, let me put it up here. Excuse me. My life is overflowing with things, to be grateful for. A feeling of gratitude is carrying me into this new year, and I can sense so many blessings and opportunities on the horizon. Sorry that it's together. I didn't put spaces. I just pasted and backspaced it because it had a lot. But anyhow, our life is overflowing with things to be thankful for. I was going to say grateful for. A feeling of gratitude is carrying us into this new year, 2025. And we can sense so many blessings and opportunities on the horizon. I want to say so many blessings and opportunities that are here, no, right
Mm,
now, already done.
agreed. I love
Already
it.
done. Mm-hmm.
Great check out, Shireen.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, boo.
Y'all, it's been another amazing episode of Herbal Tea Thursday, our Wellness Live series. We appreciate y'all. We're grateful for
Mm-hmm.
y'all. And just don't forget, check our show notes and keep vibing with us, y'all.
Yeah. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week, Thursday. All right, Joe. See you later, hon.